great. Hey, y'all. Hey. Hey, y'all. Hey. Happy New Year to those that I haven't said Happy New Year to, or wasn't. You guys, maybe was not on here. Give me 1 second. Jesus. Yeah, I'm just trying to get my situation together. I need to buy some more of these. Do they sell these separately on Amazon? Don't answer that, because I could literally Google it and look it up myself. Hey, y'all. Hey, Happy New Year. I literally have two. There we go. Well, we back in business. Hey, y'all. Y'all hear my little robot. Robot in action, y'all. The robot is working, and the robot is doing what needed to be done. I'm gonna be honest. Them first couple days, I was a little angry because the robot was just doing anything. But, you know, I guess just like anything else, you got to train it. I said, now why the robot got to come in needing training too? What is going on here? Hey, Amanda girl. Hey. Hi, girl. Thank you. I appreciate your entire ministry. Y'all, I finally, look, these was going to be my pants to wear on New Year's Eve if I was going to go somewhere. And by somewhere, I mean watch night. Because, I mean, I don't even know if this would have been appropriate to wear to church. I mean, it's just a little slither of thigh. But, you know, I saw these pants and I was like, oh, this is giving, you know, like, you know, a little New Year's shindig or whatever the case may be. And then we ended up staying home. The family of the corn ended up just staying at home, child. So what did I do? I wore some pajamas. So yeah. So that's what this is coconut, which is one of my favorite flavors of all time. And I don't like coconut otherwise. Like, I don't like coconut water, you know. I like everything else coconut, but I can't eat like a coconut. Okay. Happy New Year. Thank you so much. I am feeling better, y'all. I am. My Dunkin' is closed for renovation, so at this point I gotta do what I gotta do. It smells so good. It smells so good. Thank you. You have the same jacket. Listen, let my robot empty. This, coconut and strawberry. That's what we're gonna be doing today. Ayden wanted a Ed Hardy sweater. So we went to the store to get him an Ed Hardy sweater. And while we was in there, I saw this jacket and hat. And I was like, now wait a minute. Hold on. And it's for like the store is a teenage store. Like, it's geared for teenagers. And this was the jacket. This was the last one that they had. And it was like geared for like a 18, 20, like a teenager. But to me, I think that that's like a women's small. I don't know. Either way, it's got to be. Because, baby, I put it on. And I was like, oh, I can wear this. And then Aiden was like, Mom, we came to give me a sweater. We came to give me a hoodie. He was mad because they didn't have no hoodies in there for him. I was like, we came, we saw, and I conquered. What do you mean? Slide to the side. And Boosie said, Mommy, it's a hat to go with it. Oh, it is? Thank ya. Because y'all know he like Denzel Washington. He from around the way, baby. He gonna leave with something. Hey, Tater girl. Hey, Niecy Pooh. Yes, I am feeling better. Thank you so much for asking. What? It can't. There's no way. I'm making another drink in my Ninja.
Well, can I?
No, you can get whatever's over there that's other than that. How do I keep up with the chores when I'm down? Yeah, and for every ounce of that, you need to be drinking water.
I bet.
My children. Them kids. What? Y'all, let me tell y'all, I took Ayden to the doctor not too long ago. And while we were sitting at the doctor's office, they had a chore chart hanging up in the doctor's office, right? What?
I said,
Yep. They had a chore chart hanging up in the doctor's office. So, you know, sometimes it could be very long, right? Your neck and your back, nothing. And I done told you to stop saying, I don't want to hear no whooping Delta call. Y'all are not Zari and Carly. I told you that. Oh my God, Jesus. Okay, see, this is why I can't. Lord. I don't understand. It don't even matter. My daddy just told Carly he was going to borrow her tumbler, had Delta Sigma Theta on it. All day long, ooping or whatever the case may be. Child, they just make me so happy. Any Deltas on here, just... Child, gotta get a plate. I can't even finish making my coffee. So anyway, we go to the doctor. We're in there for an extended period of time. I get to looking around. I'm looking around. I see it says chore charts in age order. So I'm like, right? So I get over there like Major Payne. Line up. Let's read the chore chart that goes with your age, right? Third year third. Okay? Because that's what I want to hear. I want to hear that. All right. So I said, Boosie, it says 6, 7, 8-year-olds. This is the chores that you need to be doing. I said, read them out loud. This is in your doctor's office. The doctor ain't gonna lie to you. Ain't gonna tell you no lie. Okay? All right. Then I told Ayden, look up there. See all that? Okay. So I said, when we get home, we gonna assign some new chores. I said, because if the doctor think y'all are capable of doing it, who am I? Who am I? You're capable of doing all these things. Then we gonna set it up. And so once we left the doctor, I came home. I mapped out some chores. And I said, these are y'all assigned chores. Anybody got any problems? No? Very good. Oh, Lord. Now, as for me and my chores, if my sons and my daughters, if they ever stay away from here, I wouldn't have a chore to do. And y'all know Ricardo is a human vacuum cleaner. He just automatically, y'all, let me tell y'all what I told my husband I want. Because, we talk about, in the new year, this is what I want you to improve on. Okay? I know, because we know that, December 31st and January 1st, baby, we know that all of a sudden, magically, just like that, in one day, oh, it's new year, new me. No, new year, same you. You're just going to be working to make yourself better, okay? So I said, in the new year, I want you to work on, don't make up the bed with me still in it. Baby, that burns my biscuits. You see me in the bed. Why do I feel tight? Why am I feeling like a burrito? I wake up feeling like they didn't put me in a straitjacket. I said, what? It's Ricardo tucking it under the pillow. Like, sir, I'm still in the bed. I'm moving around. I can't, like, I just feel like I just can't breathe. And like, what? I just be, and the crazy part is, like, I'm still asleep when he get up and go to work in the morning. I'll make up the bed, and I promise you I will make your side up too. I won't leave your side unmade. I'll make the bed. Just let me do it. And then what burns my biscuits even further is if we get up at the same time. This ninja makes up his side of the bed. What? Like, make it make sense. What? Y'all, I have never in all my life, have y'all ever endured, like, have y'all ever seen such a thing? So I'll come out the bathroom or something, come out like, so you only made up your side of the bed. Like, to me, that gives very petty. It ain't nothing pettier than a Pisces, baby. Okay? Because, baby, I said, ooh, what Michelle say? You go low, we go lower? Oh, she didn't say that. She said higher. The lower. Because, baby, I said, oh, you only making up your side of the bed now? Okay, I'm only cooking on one side of the stove for me. Like, don't do that. Like, why would you? Oh, I thought you might be getting back in the bed. Even if I was, make it up. Like, sir, what do you mean? Like, I just think, do y'all, like, is that normal? Or, like, is it, like, you make up the bed while I'm in it. His side, I don't know if it's a competition. Like, I'm going to compete with you. I'm going to make the bed up first, and I'm only going to make my side up. Honey, do you want to, I mean, is this 50-50 for real? Like, is we in that type of relationship? Or, my God, today. I don't care how 50-50 you get. I ain't going 50-50 with you on these bills. Baby, we can 50-50 this laundry. We can 50-50 that bed. We can 50-50 these children. But one thing I'm not doing is 50-50 in them bills. 50-50. On a payment? Please. Please, sir. Thank you, Carmen. I appreciate you. Oh, my goodness, honey. Child. I don't know. Sound like Ricardo trying to petty me into going 50-50 with him. I mean, in the new year. I won't. I won't. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, no. My pants, just a little shimmer and shine. A little see-through. And it got little, it's like cargo. Y'all, so let me tell y'all. Today, I was in the bed. I was resting. I told my husband, I said in the new year, because y'all know I don't cook. I don't cook for fun. But cooking is not fun for me. Cooking is nutritional. Cooking is something that you have to do to survive, or eating, right? I'm a huge fan of what if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, there's people that cook all day. Let's just find something, okay? Because I have a picky eater who don't. Let's just say 2 picky eaters, because Ayden will eat anything, but he will eat anything that he likes in excess. But if he won't eat it, he won't eat it. And so if I cook and they don't eat, that burns my biscuits. And I'm not burning my biscuits in 2026. But I will say that Ricardo is the least pickiest person I know. If I cook it, he will eat it. He don't care. He's going to eat it. So I told my husband, I said, I'm going to cook more in the new year. I just feel like, I don't like cooking. It's just, feel like I'm a good cook. I can cook. You know, Boosie, he'll cook with me or whatever the case may be, but I don't like doing it. But I know that I probably need to do it a little more, right? More than once a week. So I told my husband, I said, I'm gonna start cooking more in the new year. So he made some suggestions. He said, okay, can you make da-da-da? Can you make this? Can you make that? Sure. I don't mind, whatever. So today I get up, I get over here, you know, and I pull out my handy dandy crock pot, and I started on some, ooh, child. I started on some chili beans because he asked for that. He said he asked for that specifically. You know, we're gonna make some chili beans. I'm gonna make some corn muffins. You know, half my kids like the corn in the muffins and half of them don't like the corn in the muffins at all. So I said I'm gonna make some chili beans, some corn muffins or whatever. Now, mind you, I'm laying in the bed because I just got out of the hospital. So I'm just like, I'm gonna just take it easy today. Enjoy the rest of the time that I have off from taking these kids to school and getting on our regular routine. I'm just gonna chill. My husband said, oh, that's great. You know, oh yeah, you cooking. Oh yeah, I love that. Yeah, I'm gonna make some suggestions. So he calls me around about 1:30. Let me tell y'all, me, Ayden, and Boosie been chilling. Okay, baby, I got up, brushed my teeth, and I told them to brush their teeth, whatever. Oh yeah, you know, I'm get you some clothes and stuff on. Oh, tastes like strawberry shortcake. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Oh, it's so good. Okay. So I said, well, I'm just laying here. I ain't doing nothing, waiting to take Ayden to practice and then, you know, whatever. He said, get some clothes on because we getting ready to go. I said, I didn't cook. We going out to eat. We going. I said, wait. One dang on minute. He said, I already got a babysitter for the children. I was like, sir, yes, sir, baby. I got these clothes on so damn quick. I was like, what are we going to do with the food? Let them eat it. Oh, let them eat it. Okay, baby, we going out of town today. Child, I got my little satchel that I can't even get to. And I was like, well, let's go. See, every time I try to be a good little housewife, y'all be thinking I be over here doing Ricardo dirty. He love me, baby. Whatever I'm doing, he love it. He can't, baby. He was like, yeah, we gone. Oh, shoot. Okay, we is gone. I ain't even asked where. Child, I don't even know. I ain't even put nothing in the bag. At this point, you telling me to just put some clothes on and we must gonna buy some clothes there tomorrow, y'all. I don't know. Child, I don't even know what the attire is supposed to be. I was like, well, children, Boosie, Mom, what's for dinner? He don't even eat chili or beans. Chili beans and whatever y'all babysitter fix y'all. Whatever y'all babysitter fix y'all, Pookie. I don't know. So I'm waiting on my husband to get off work because he said as soon as he get off work, we is leaving. Okay. I said, he was like, what time Ayden get out of practice? I said 4:30. He was like, dang, I don't get off till 5. I ain't even want you to have to leave out the house no more. Don't worry about it. He can catch the bus. Child, I was like, honey, hurry up. Your dad has something planned. Run faster, run quicker. Pump the weights. Tell your people you got to go. Mama got him. child. I mean, you see, it's only 2 days into the new year, and I was trying to do better. I'm cooking up a hearty meal for the family. See, my husband don't want me to do stuff like that. He don't want me to do it. I tried it. God denied it. I'm not interfering with what God has for me. So this is going to be very hearty for those children. I'm probably going to be cutting a buttery steak later. Oh my God. I don't know. I'm going to let y'all know though. I'm probably going to be, eating some, rosemary garlic chicken. With some capers on it. They're going to be chili and cornbread. Oh, Lord. Better get a hot dog, baby. I'm out. There's something over there in the cabinet. Some chips. You'll survive on some chips until I get back. Because we got to be back tomorrow anyway. Because you know why? My mother is hosting something tomorrow on the snowiest day of the year. And she done told me, you better bring that macaroni and cheese. Okay. My husband can't even surprise me for the weekend. That's okay, girl. One day I'll take it. I'll take what I can get because my mama said I needed to be at her shindig tomorrow. And I'll be there. My brother, y'all know my brother from the DMV area. He done text me talking about track my location. I'm on the way. I was like, oh my gosh, brother, you're on your way. Mind you, my husband called me after all this. I'm thinking that, later on we going to my mom's house later, see my brother while he here. Him and his wife. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I love y'all. Baby, I'll see y'all tomorrow. See you tomorrow at mama's, okay? Then I don't understand why start cooking for the boys. No. Yeah, so anyway. When I seen Wendy, I thought that was my mama. Girl, honey, I seen Wendy. I was about to be like, Mama, please. No, you cook for the boys. They'll be over there because my mama cook every day. But this a whole different Wendy. I'm going to tell you, like I would tell my mama, no, you cook for them. So, anyway, y'all, it's so much trash in my house. And we trying to figure out, like, what we can do with it. Because I don't want the rats, the roaches, the snakes. Like, I don't want any of them. So, I called my daddy because y'all know my daddy is the ultimate person to call in situations like this. I said, Daddy, what can I do for my trash situation? Because since Christmas is just overcrowded. And my daddy said, I'll be down there tomorrow to get it. So me and my husband was like, your daddy must have forgot it was New Year's Eve. He not coming. New Year's Day, like whatever. So I called my daddy today. And I'm like, hey, Daddy, I knew it was, New Year's Eve or whatever. I wasn't expecting you to come get this trash, but you said, like, what are you doing? It's New Year's Day. This is today. It's today now. I was like, what? It's New Year's Day. I was like, today. You calling me on New Year's. New Year's Day, nobody. I said, Daddy, it's not yet. It ain't New Year's. I was like, it's the new year, but are we specifically talking about New Year's Day, or are we talking about the new year? The day is New Year's Day. I said, no, it's not. Well, your mama got me out here with the hog. Hey, Tequila. Ciao. So I'm already knowing there's a hog in place for tomorrow. Y'all know my mom and daddy bust that big hog open. They got something. He can't say he can't come get my trash because my mama got him on hog duty. So, I'm saying that to say this. If y'all see Ayden walking up the highway looking like Santa with 2 bags of trash on his back, mind your business. Boosie walking behind him with 1 bag. Zaria and Carly with 2 little ones holding. Don't worry about that. Did we eat black-eyed peas? Deborah, you trying to be funny because you know I can't cook no black-eyed peas. No. We didn't. My mama, she would make the collard greens, black-eyed peas, cornbread, but we ate spaghetti. Is there any luck in that? Is there any luck in that? No. Oh, my help cometh from the Lord. Because if they gon' black-eyed peas, I can't make it. I can't make that. Nope. No, I'm really gonna lean on the everlasting arm this year. Yeah, because I didn't get any collard greens or black-eyed peas in, you know. So I'm gonna lean heavily on the Lord and hope it work out for me. I'm gonna hope it work out. Man, I wish I could cook black-eyed peas, y'all. Every time I try to make, even if I cook them in a crock pot, like it's off. Like somebody sent me their black-eyed pea recipe. Like, you know, Big Mama. See, while I was doing what I was doing when I was younger, I should have been talking to my grandmother and got her recipes for black-eyed peas. I'm gonna ask my mom because my mama can make black-eyed peas. But yeah, but my children, Boosie and Zaria are, y'all wouldn't even want to be around them. Y'all wouldn't even want to be around Boosie and Zaria. They analyze everything. It's yuck. Everything, it looks nasty, it smells nasty, it feels nasty, it tastes nasty. I'm surprised they even living on this earth. I'm surprised. Ricardo don't care one way or the other. He don't mind. I like black-eyed peas. I think they're okay. And Ayden just not gonna. He ain't gonna do it only because the way that it looks. You know, black-eyed peas have like that gravy-looking texture with it. Yeah. So me cooking black-eyed peas, it just would have been me in just a scoop for me. Black-eyed peas taste like dirt to me. They're easy to make. I know, and for some reason, I mess them up every time. Thank you, Auntie Deborah. I appreciate your entire ministry. I really do. And my health, y'all, in 2026, I am decreeing and declaring right now that from the top of our heads to the soles of our feet, that we are, you know, we're not going to experience any hurt, harm, danger, or anything else. Whatever we got, okay, we can manage that. We ain't going through nothing else. I already told the Lord this year I'm opting out the strongest soldier army. Okay? And I'll go sit over there. Yeah. But yes, I am feeling much better. It was so weird last year because I spent about 7 months trying to figure out what was going on with me. 7 months. 7 months. Lord. And every time you turn around, you know, oh, you know, just rest. It's stress. Or, you know, you're having an anxiety attack. And I'm like, I'm a therapist. I know what anxiety looks like. Like, I know, I understand what that, you know, I understand those symptoms. So I don't think it's an anxiety attack or panic attack or anything associated with anxiety. Something else. Y'all, my blood pressure was dipping so low. I'm talking about it was in the 60s. 60 over, 73 over, 80 over. And I'm like, now what is going on? What is going on? It didn't matter how much water I was drinking. Like, it wasn't enough. I was always dehydrated. My potassium level, I would have to go get infusions, like all summer. I'm sitting there 2 and 3 hours with getting infusions and all these. And I'm just like, don't nobody know nothing. Can't nobody, what's going on? Child. We at the hospital because Ayden had to come. First of all, me and Boosie were in here. We was the only two in here. And one thing I will tell y'all, please make sure that y'all are giving y'all if you have some type of medical condition, inform your children. It don't matter if they're 3, 4, 5 years old. Start talking to them. Start talking to them immediately, and letting them know, about your condition. And I know that we do feel guilty sometimes. Like, it's a lot of responsibility for a child to have to worry about the parent. But it's more of a responsibility if they don't know what to do and you die, and that's very traumatic. You laying on the floor and they just. And now mom is gone and they just don't know what to do. So my best bet was to make sure that I am informing my children on what to do, what questions to ask, who to call, all of these things. And I'm like, okay, it's just it was just crazy. So I said, Boosie, what do you want to eat? Because I was making me and him some breakfast. And I started to get really hot. Mind y'all, I'm in the throes of perimenopause. And so when I started getting hot, I was like, wait a minute. So I'm literally like this, and I'm standing in the same spot that I was probably standing in. Boosie sitting right there. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm talking about, I started getting so hot, sweat started to beam down my face, my neck. And that was different because that hadn't did that before. And my heart was, boop, 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 boop. I could hear it in my ears. And then there was some panic that set in that moment, because I'm like, am I having a heart attack? So in my mind, I was like, you have to calm down, because you got to tell your kids to get their get this situation together. So I was like, I knew that I was getting ready to drop. So I only had a couple of words. I could only speak a couple of words. So I said, Boosie, call 911. And when I woke up, paramedics was everywhere. My children was right there. My husband was right there. Of course, Zari and Carly, they were at work. They was out, whatever. My husband was at work. So Ayden said he was asleep. And he said Boosie just busted in his room, said, Mom said, call 911. Mom's on the ground. She's on the ground. And so, of course, him and Boosie had to jump into action and do exactly what needed to be done. And they called the emergency contacts. Therefore, they was able to call my husband, was able to call the girls, was able to call my mother. And, the paramedic, y'all, I didn't know that the ambulance went up to like $980. Wait a minute. But anyway, so when I came to, that I had the oxygen on and everything. They told me that my heart rate was extremely elevated, but my oxygen level was very low. So I was like, okay, well, I better go to the hospital, because I don't know what the heck just happened. I don't know what happened. So when I got there, I was explaining to the nurse, mind you, they had already considered POTS at the beginning of last year. It was like thrown out there. They had mentioned it, but it was never, I had gone to the doctor after that. I had followed up with after that, but nothing ever came of it. I had went to the cardiologist. I did a tilt table test. I did a stress test. Y'all know for 2 weeks they had that thing. Y'all remember that thing that was on my chest? I was like, it was a lot. But nobody else followed up with me, said anything. All them fired now. Trust me, I got a whole new team of people. And let me tell y'all, nurses are so important. CNAs are so important. We appreciate y'all entire ministry. Don't ever think that y'all are, like lowest on the totem pole. I don't know, but honey, whatever y'all think of yourselves, think higher. Think more of it, because baby, y'all are extremely important. So they were extremely busy. So of course, we in the hall, we out here, we were, and I was really uncomfortable. My mouth felt so dry, like it was just cotton. I mean, like you could just literally see like cotton just stringing from my mouth. Like that's how dry my mouth was. And the nurse, she did some test. I mean, they was drawing blood and all this other stuff. And the nurse came over there and she pulled me and Ricardo to the side, and she was like, I'm not the doctor. She said, but I see you been here, and you've been going back and forth. She said, I'm just the nurse. She said, but I do want to put this out there. She said, it spikes an indication. She was like, you need to maybe talk to them about the POTS diagnosis. She said, because it's indicating. I said, say what? And it's crazy because I was like this. Like I done already heard that. I done already went through that. Like I was just like, what is going on? The doctor came in and, I was there. And the doctor was like, she was so nice, extremely sweet lady, whatever. Came in, cardiology, talked to me. And, all of those things. Blood pressure was low. So they, so before I left, she got me with a cardiologist that she said that she knows very well and she can trust. And she thinks that it would be a good fit for me. And I said, well, I appreciate your entire ministry. But POTS is not, people without autoimmune diseases can have POTS. But it's also overlaps, and it's also, it can also be related to people, autoimmune diseases, because you have it, it makes you more susceptible to it. Because you have the autoimmune disease, it makes you more susceptible to it. So I'm like, okay, so I can't stand up. I can't lay down. The crazy part about it is you really do think that you're going crazy. All year last year, I really thought that, I'm going insane, because not only is lupus affecting your brain, like lupus have you so loopy and brain fogged out on some days that you really don't know up from down. Perimenopause also contributes to a lot of brain fog. And then when the doctor was coming in there and talking to me about the symptoms and signs of POTS, brain fog was on that list too. And I said, oh my God, I know you're lying. I said, so at this point, I can't. Y'all don't want me to think? Is that you don't want me to think? I don't like that. I don't like it at all. Don't like it. So I did contact my old wellness doctor, whom I probably have not gone to in about 6 years, only because insurance don't cover it and it's extremely expensive. But I do feel like when I was going to the wellness doctor and the holistic, and she was taking the holistic approach, I felt like I was doing much better with my health. And so at this point, I say I got to prioritize my health. I have to. Like, I am, getting older. I do want to be here for my children as long as I can, potential grandchildren one day, whatever the case may be. So I do need to be a little bit more on it. And I'm just like, I know that I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and, and just pay out of pocket, and, maybe I can cut back somewhere else. I'm going to have to figure it out, because I'm going to have to start back going to her, because I just, April, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. So when I tell y'all, you know, it's finally, it's, you know, it's always better to know what it is so that you can do, you know, they said staying hydrated, definitely making sure that you're easing your way up, not laying down too long, not standing up too fast, taking breaks when you're, you know, walking long distances, making sure that you're wearing your compression socks, and things like that. And I'm just like, okay. Not one more thing. Not one more thing. But, yeah. His boost. Oh, child. I told them that they could play that game at 5:30. So he probably won't come in here. So he can get his game time in. Him and Ayden probably there in the middle of they got Madden 26. Child. My mother-in-law. Yeah, Sierra had to go on and do Africa. I have listen. Lupus get on my nerves so bad. I try not to even think about it sometimes. Child. So this year, my appointment is in 2 weeks. You know, I keep y'all updated, keep y'all posted. This year, you know, I'm gonna just try it. I'm gonna keep at it for 6 months, and I'm just gonna see how I can, you know, cause, child, Thank you, Lucretia, and that I'm trying to tell you, people automatically assume, you know, you look okay, you look fine, you look, you know, and I said that's one thing about having an invisible disease, honey. Sometimes people can't get past the look. They can't get past the look, you know. If you're not in a wheelchair, if you don't have a walker or a cane, you know, then you're okay. You can manage. And child, that just ain't the case sometimes. Oh, thank you. I appreciate your entire ministry. So ask for the tilt table test or stress test or something like that. I know that they did a lot of blood work on me. They actually came back in and asked for a specific panel. I'm sorry. I wish I could remember the name of that specific panel that they asked for. But I know that tilt table test had me thrilled. Do y'all hear me? I don't know if y'all ever had to do one before. But it's pretty much like you're strapped to like this table and you are, you know, you're standing and the table is literally tilting. And honey, when I tell you I was about to throw up, I was falling all down. I said, hold up, wait, because ain't no way this supposed to happen. Honey, I was hot. My heart rate was going out. I think that's what they're looking for. I think that they're looking for your heart rate to increase with movement, or like you feel like you're walking forward, or child, I ain't passing. I mean, you're in there for like 30, 45 minutes or so, or something like that. And I think that one of the things that I really do appreciate is my support system. The support, you have to have a good support system, because if you don't, I'm telling you, like, you got one time to look at me in disgust, but I'll never speak to you again out of my life. Like, you can't control, y'all. I be feeling so embarrassed. Like, I could just be walking in the grocery store and then all of a sudden I'm on the ground. And I literally have to sit there. And it's so disgusting. I might have been on live one time. We in the grocery store and I'm just showing y'all what we get and whoop-de-woo. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh my God, I was on the ground. On the nasty ground in the grocery store. Now, who would want to sit on that nasty ground? I was hot. Like, it makes you feel very dizzy, faint, lightheaded. And you don't always pass out, but you get to that point where you're feeling like you are. And the only thing you can do is sit down, or otherwise you're going to fall down. And I'm sitting there and I'm, you know, just trying to get myself back, you know, or whatever. And, you know, my family is always like, you know, getting me through it, getting me, you know, trying to help me get through it or whatever. But you know, you cannot control, like, it's nothing you can do to control it. It's nothing that you can do to control it. Trust me. I was like, baby, you didn't try. Let go. The only person that can control it now is God. You know, he is the only one that can control. Because I can't do it. Oh, no, Carolyn. Oh, Lord, Tammy. Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? And that's one thing I have limited in this year. My husband do a lot of the driving. I try to limit as much driving as I possibly can. Because it can be, you know, I'm trying to get my situation together, child. Happy New Year, Kelly. How you been doing, girl? Yes, honey. Oh, get some herb. Child, let me screenshot there. Thank you. How have I dealt with grief during the holidays? I lost my mom right before. Oh, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. So sorry to hear that. Lord, I'll be praying for you and your family. It's so difficult. And what I know is everybody's journey is different. I went and got certified as a certified grief counselor when my grandma passed away. I became a certified grief counselor because those stages of grief, no. Okay. When I do group, or if I see somebody who's grieving, I don't even bring up those stages because that is a farce. No flack to the therapist that continues to use those stages. That's fine. But it's for me and my clients. And the crazy part is, not even the crazy part, because we've been conditioned. The part that the people come in and they'll say, well, I feel like I'm in stage. And it's just like we've been conditioned to try to adhere to these stages of grief, or whatever the case may be. And I'm just like, first of all, let me start reconditioning, because we don't talk about the stages in here. We're not talking about the stages. But one thing that I do know that has helped me during the holidays, with not just my grandmother, but y'all know one of my good girlfriends passed away in April of last year, Asia. And what I did was I let it flow. I don't know if y'all can understand what I mean by that, but I didn't try to contain it. I didn't try to hide it. I didn't try to cover it up. Like, I didn't try to make an excuse for it. I just let it flow. I let it take its course during the holidays in the way that it was going to take its course. Because one thing that I have learned, if you try to put a cap on grief, you're going to blow up. It's just like a champagne bottle or something waiting for you to just, any little thing to poof. And so, I let it flow and take a natural course, whatever. If I felt like I needed to cry, I cried. And I'm talking about doing anything. Child, I called my mama I was just so, I couldn't even talk. I was crying so hard. Because I made a mistake and broke the top of my grandma's Christmas tree that she gave me. And that just sent me into a spiral. You hear me? But I know that you have to have those trusted people that you can talk to in those times. Sometimes you just need to be by yourself. But the one thing that I really do feel like it helped me, not the first Christmas, because the first Christmas that when my grandma passed away, I think all of us, and I'm speaking for my family, we went on a Christmas cruise. And, you know, when you're cruising, you know, and all these things, I don't really feel like my family, including myself, I don't think that we really got the opportunity to grieve that first Christmas because we tried to pack it full of all kind of stuff. But this year we ain't packing with nothing, you know. And so this year was different because I didn't have to think about anything. I didn't have to think about a cruise itinerary. I didn't have to think about who, the shirts, flights, driving, getting down there the day before, who gonna stay where, what excursion. Like like my mind was just so bogged down with everything that we had to do. And y'all know I'm the family manager, honey. So I'm the planner, I'm the, you know, whatever. And so we were all preoccupied with that. This year it was no preoccupation. And I knew that. So I already started in July or August or, you know, whatever. And I started preparing for grief to hit during the holidays. I knew that it was going to hit hard because this would have been the first December. Every December, since Asia had been diagnosed with ALS, we would spend December with her. And doing this celebratory thing. And this would have been the first time that was not going to happen. So I knew that I was going to have to prepare myself for that. And so I started preparing myself. I scheduled a massage. I went on ahead and pre-scheduled it. In July, I scheduled this massage for December. You have to go, like, you know when your times come. You know when you are in the throes of depression, like those that have struggled for depression for a long time. You know your triggers, or at least you should. You should have gone to therapy by now to learn your triggers, learn about your diagnosis. And it's not a bad thing to know about, like, if that's a part of you. And this is one thing that as a therapist, y'all might not agree with, and this might not be, you know, but people that be like, don't say I have depression. Don't claim it. And okay. I'm a realist. If you got depression, you got it. Like, don't claim that you have it, because if you take ownership of it, I just feel like people that do that sometimes, like therapists that do that, not therapists that do that, or just people in general, it's just like giving you this, you know, sense of, okay, I just need to deny it. And when you deny something, you don't properly deal with it. You know that you have depression. It might be seasonal. You know that it's coming in November, December, and January. Those are the months that you deal with depression the worst. So then let's prepare in June for how you're going to deal with the depression when it get worse in November. Okay, so what are the things that we can do? What are you going to do? Okay, I'm going to take a salsa class. Let's go ahead and schedule that for December the 15th. Let's schedule, you know, a massage for November 12th. Pre-plan. Honey, pre-plan. Okay? Put it in your calendar. And it could, you know, and those little things in June, by the time November comes, you even forgot about it. And then you could be having like one of those days where the cloud is just over your head. And then your calendar be like, ping. Co-pilot be like, oh, today you have a massage. You be like, oh, I sure do. I do. And then it's almost like it makes you smile because you've planned. You know what I'm saying? Like you was like, you know what? I knew it. Take that, depression. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's how I dealt with it. I started planning different things to kind of fill my calendar up for November, December, January, so that, you know, that it's not going to alleviate it altogether, but it's definitely going to take it down a couple of notches. The intensity is what I'm concerned about. Okay? Because you might have a blue day. Okay. But we don't want to have a blue month. We don't want to have a blue week. You know, we don't want to have a blue 3 days where we just laying in the bed and can't get out. Okay, no, we can have a blue day and then we're going to figure out how to move forward. Okay, we're going to get through it. We're going to get through it. So don't let people say, oh, no, don't claim it. Because when you claim it, you're taking ownership of it. You better know what you got, and you better know how to deal with it. Honey, yeah. So that's the type of therapist I am. I'm a realistic therapist. I am a solution focused therapist. You know, I like to focus on solutions. Okay, we know we got this problem, but then what are the solutions? Give me 3. Blah, 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 blah. No. We ain't got time to stutter because anxiety or panic attack ain't gonna wait on nobody. Okay, so what do? You got it. So, and then, you know, they look at me like, well, I thought you was gonna tell me. No, I don't know your life. I don't know what you like. Like, tell me, we're going to come up with something together. And if that don't work, we're going to come back to the table and we're going to figure it out some more until you're healed from whatever it is that's causing these panic attacks, because it is not a healing when you still have triggers from it. A smell can trigger a panic attack. Somebody that look like somebody, an old song on the radio, you listening into R&B, and then next thing you know, some song come, you, oh my God. Then your palms start sweating and all this kind of stuff. It's going to happen, and that's okay. But when it do, what are you going to do? What's your move? What are you going to do? You going to keep having it? You going to keep letting that song trigger you? What are we, like, what are we going to do? You know? And so, hola. I'm all right. Do I need to change? Yes, this is what I'm wearing. Do I need to get fancy, or do I need to throw on a jumpsuit, a tracksuit, Adidas? This okay to wear? Okay. Ooh. Oh, thank you, Ashley, honey. We're going to get through this together. We're going to get through it together. Okay. Yes, most of the time, yeah, sometimes counting to 10 helps. Counting backwards from 10 helps. And then sometimes people be so into the panic attack that they can't even think to count. And I said, well, what can you do? You know, honey, bend over, bend forward, put your head between your legs and take some deep breaths, honey. Oh, this trash. Got a new thing. Oh yeah, that's trash. I don't need that. Honey, run DMC if that's right. Ooh. Yes, honey. Let me tell you something. Hey, Angel girl. Let me tell you something, y'all. It's not even it can be. Grief is. It just is. But one thing that I do know is just you have to allow it to be. And just know that it's something that you'll never get over. Because sometimes people come in, Sandra, I am something. It's something that, you know, sometimes people come in and be like, you know, I'm trying to get over it. And don't try to get over it, because that's your first mistake. You'll never get over it. You'll never get over it, right? You just learn how to carry that. You learn how to carry grief and joy simultaneously. You learn how to live with it, and it becomes lighter. And, you know, it goes from looking like, sliding down the wall. Yeah. Thank you, girl. It goes from looking like that to you looking at something like, oh, she was so cute. You know, looking at pictures of it, you know, or whatever the case may be. And it starts to form and starts to look different. But it's just something that you just never get over. Like you're never going to get over it. And when I say grief, I mean a death of somebody. Death of somebody. Because we grieve a lot of things. You know, we grieve limbs. We grieve jobs. We grieve friendships. You know, it's a lot of things that that you can recover from as it relates to grief. But death is something that I just feel like we have to learn how to hold grief's hand, and also learn how to live in peace and harmony with that grief. Because if not, it's going to take you through there. And your loved one don't want that for you. Your loved one don't want that. I promise you they don't. I promise you they don't. What's this? Oh. Honey, let me tell you something. Honey, the tax people gonna get their stuff, child. The tax people gonna get their stuff. So sick of it. Thank you for continuing to give away free therapy. I know. One thing I'm gonna do is work pro bono, ain't it? It's okay. It's gonna come back tenfold, right? I'm trying to tell you, Lisa, I don't want people who's grieving a loved one to take no offense to what I'm getting ready to say, because I mean no harm, but I'm not coming from somebody who's grieving two people that I loved dearly. I'm coming from a therapist perspective, okay? Who also specializes in EMDR, which is a trauma informed modality, okay? Grief is grief. Our brain do not categorize grief the way that we as humans have done society wise. Because people like to put, oh, somebody passed away, that is a level 5 grief right there. Oh, you lost your job, okay, that's just level 3. Oh, you lost a limb, okay, that might be level 4. Oh, you lost a friend, okay, that's level 2. Oh, you moved away, girl, that's level 1 grief. Meanwhile, your brain, like all of them, is level 5. And you grieve those things the same way that you would grieve a death. Because it's literally the end of something. It's literally the end of life as you knew it. So when somebody passed away, that is the end of whatever life you knew with them is gone. Okay? You lose your job, whatever that life was before, no more. Okay? I'm talking about you lose a job. You know what you lose when you lose a job? Stability, income, relationships with co-workers, health insurance. I mean, you know how much stuff comes with losing a job? You just don't lose that job. You lose an entire lifestyle and everything that's connected to it. Everything that's connected to it. Honey, somebody was okay one day and then they get a traumatic brain injury, and then people want to be mad at the wife or the mom. That's still your child. Right, but I'm grieving the child that I once knew, and I have to grieve that, and I still have to take care of the child that I have now, or children that have special needs. We're allowed to grieve what we thought that our child was going to experience in life. Because when we die, our kids not going to get treated this. I don't care what nobody say. Oh, there's going to be so many people out here to be. No, they're not. No, it's not. No. And so we grieve before we pass away for our children with special needs, honey. We do. Because child, these people ain't going to treat you like your mom and your daddy. They ain't going to treat you like that. And don't let it be an adult child who still depends on their adult parents, and knowing that the parents get elderly and the adult child get older, and then the adult child 42, and then the parents passed away, and then now parents are grieving those things. So grief is our brain handles grief the exact same way as it handles death. There is no levels to it. It's grief. Period. And what is it? Grief is no more than a traumatic event. Grief is no more than a traumatic event that has happened to us. It's just like a house fire. That's a traumatic event. It's just... grief is a traumatic event that has happened. And what is trauma? Acute stress disorder, anxiety, PTSD. You can get PTSD from death. Somebody passed away. You can get PTSD from losing a limb. You can get PTSD from you losing a job. You can get PTSD from the military. I mean, it's so many different things. But your brain is going to process that the exact same way. There is no block on your brain that say, oh, this is a death. We're going to process it differently than we do all other things that's trauma related. Now, it's going to process it the same way. So how do you handle trauma? Now, how have you traditionally handled trauma in the past? Okay. So when somebody passed away, that's how you going to handle it. You know, if you the type of person that just slide down the wall, when trauma happened, that's when somebody passed away, you're going to be ready to crawl into the casket. You ain't going to be able to stand up. I'm telling y'all, I'm trying to tell you right now, however you have traditionally handled trauma, because ain't nobody escaped this life without something traumatic happening to them. You're not going to tell me that you 45 and I ain't never had nothing traumatic happen to me. Well, girl, you are blessed. Keep living. I'm 60 years old. Ain't nothing traumatic ever happened. Praise God. Praise God. Okay. Because, see, if you have to change your mindset so you can change your life. You got to change your mindset, baby, so you can change your life. Okay? Well, let me see what Winnie Pooh won. Hey, Mom. Oh, okay. No, not to my knowledge. No, I did tell him I couldn't wait to see him because he sent me his location. So I knew that we was coming over there tomorrow, that I would see him, but I didn't know if he was locating, like if he was coming by here first and then, yeah. But yeah. Hey, brother. Child. No, I see Mama every day. I see Daddy every day. You right about that. You right about that, honey. I thought, listen. Honey, I'm literal. You should be like, meet me at Mom in them house. And I would have been there. Ain't that terrible? You know I'm literal. You know, I'm like, oh gosh, get here safely. I can't wait to see y'all. You should have been like, have your black tail over at your mama's. Ain't it? You know where my house at, it ain't moved. Nah. Now, I'm a mosey. Look, what mama talking about? Take a picture. She trying to take a picture with you and your wife. Oh, I hear her say, take a picture. Tell my sister-in-law I say hello. Hey, girl. Hi, how are you? Majesty. Happy New Year, Pookie. Now,
guess what?
Majesty, how I get on the phone? Majesty, how I get on the phone with you? I'm sitting trying to talk to my brother and my sister-in-law. Now, here you go.
Look at this, Akia.
What am I looking at?
Not on FaceTime.
She's not on FaceTime.
Oh, not oh.
And the picture and name, down the number, Justin. Welcome to the Happy New Year.
Welcome to the...
I have some food for you to eat.
You got some food for me to eat?
Yeah.
Oh, girl, what kind?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yes.
We're
Okay.
talking all day, so you better cut out.
Okay.
Where's Z?
Honey, Z is gallivanting, honey. Her and Carly, they gallivanting with they booze, the booze crew, and Chow. So, but you will definitely see them tomorrow at Mama's shindig. Oh Lord. Ricardo, is Mama the babysitter? Because if so, we finna go see my brother and his and my sister-in-law. Yes, okay. Yeah. All right, love you. Bye. Child, is my mama the babysitter? Because if so, we gotta go. My brother said, get over here now. Okay. Honey. Well, type of family, I have been summoned. Man, ain't she so precious? Lord have mercy. That thing is something else. But I thank God for her. I thank God for her. Okay. Well, let me tell my children of the corn to get them some club. Boosie. Princeton. Oh. This is my mama the babysitter. Oh, my mama, not the babysitter. Oh, well, she getting ready to be. She don't mind. Princeton. Child, I'm sure he got them headphones on. We gonna have to do something about them noise cancellation headphones. Because they can't hear a thing. I'm gonna take y'all. I'm gonna pick back up where I left off. Do I do virtual sessions? Yes, but I only do virtual like I hate doing virtual sessions, especially if I do EMDR with clients. Excuse me, but my caseload is full. I'll pick back up when I get to my mama's house so y'all can. A lot of y'all have met my brother, but so that y'all can meet my brother. Okay, bye.